Days of Our Lives spoilers. Johnny confronts EJ with tough questions, Brady and Kristen clash over Rachel, and a clue could save Holly's life. The drama in Salem is reaching a fever pitch, and Days of Our Lives is preparing to deliver another emotional roller coaster packed with family betrayals, dangerous secrets, and desperate races against time. As long-buried truths threaten to come to light, several of Salem's most powerful families find themselves standing on shaky ground. This week's spoilers promise explosive confrontations as Johnny Dimira demands answers from his father, EJ Dimira, while Brady Black and Kristen Dimira once again find themselves locked in a bitter battle over their daughter, Rachel. Meanwhile, Holly Jonas remains at the center of a terrifying medical mystery, but an unexpected clue may finally offer hope before it's too late. Here's a closer look at everything unfolding in Salem. Johnny refuses to accept EJ's answers. Johnny has always struggled with the complicated legacy of the Dimira family. Although he has tried to believe his father is capable of change, recent events have left him questioning everything he thought he knew. After noticing several inconsistencies surrounding Holly's sudden illness, Johnny begins connecting pieces that simply don't fit together. Conversations that once seemed harmless now carry a much darker meaning, and EJ's increasingly secretive behavior only fuels Johnny's suspicions. Rather than ignoring his instincts, Johnny decides it's time to confront his father directly. The confrontation quickly becomes one of the week's most emotional moments. Johnny demands honest answers about Holly's poisoning, EJ's mysterious meetings, and why so many people seem determined to hide the truth. He refuses to let vague explanations satisfy him anymore. EJ, however, remains calm on the surface. Instead of admitting anything, he carefully chooses his words, attempting to convince Johnny that appearances can be deceiving. Every answer seems designed to protect someone, or perhaps protect himself. But Johnny isn't buying it. Years of Dimira deception have taught him to recognize when someone is withholding information, and this time he refuses to back down. The father-son relationship could be pushed to the breaking point, as Johnny makes it clear that loyalty no longer comes before the truth. EJ walks an increasingly dangerous line. EJ's biggest challenge may not be keeping secrets from the police. It may be keeping them from his own family. As more people begin asking difficult questions, every decision EJ makes carries enormous consequences. One wrong move could expose months of careful planning and unravel everything he's worked to conceal. Spoilers suggest EJ may possess information that could dramatically change Holly's situation. Whether he is protecting someone else or covering his own mistakes remains unclear, but the pressure continues to mount. The walls are closing in, and even EJ's legendary confidence may not be enough to keep him ahead of everyone searching for answers. Brady and Kristen's never-ending custody battle intensifies. Elsewhere in Salem, Brady and Kristen find themselves engaged in yet another emotional showdown involving Rachel. Although both parents insist they want what's best for their daughter, they rarely agree on what that actually means. Recent events have only widened the gap between them. Brady believes Rachel deserves stability, honesty, and protection from the chaos surrounding the Dimira family. Kristen, meanwhile, refuses to accept anyone questioning her devotion as a mother. Their latest argument becomes deeply personal. Old wounds quickly reopen as accusations begin flying. Brady insists Kristen's impulsive decisions continue placing Rachel in emotionally difficult situations. Kristen fires back by accusing Brady of constantly judging her while ignoring his own mistakes. Neither parent appears willing to compromise. Rachel, unfortunately, finds herself caught between two adults whose personal history continues overshadowing their ability to co-parent peacefully. Rachel may hold more answers than anyone realizes. Despite being at the center of her parents' conflict, Rachel could unknowingly become one of the story's most important players. Children often notice details adults overlook, and spoilers hint that Rachel may remember a conversation or observation that initially seemed insignificant. As investigators continue searching for clues surrounding Holly's illness, Rachel's memory could suddenly become incredibly valuable. If she shares what she remembers with the right person, it might point investigators toward the missing piece they've been searching for all along. Of course, convincing Rachel to speak openly won't be easy, especially with Brady and Kristen constantly arguing around her. Holly's condition leaves everyone on edge. Meanwhile, Holly continues fighting for her life as loved ones desperately hope doctors can discover exactly what caused her mysterious illness. Each passing hour increases the urgency. Doctors continue examining every possible explanation, but traditional treatments have produced limited success. Friends and family refuse to give up hope, though the emotional strain is beginning to affect everyone connected to Holly. Nicole, Maggie, Sarah, and others remain determined to uncover the truth before time runs out. The mystery surrounding Holly has become one of Salem's most gripping storylines, with nearly every resident somehow connected to the investigation. A crucial clue changes everything. Just when hope appears to be fading, spoilers tease the discovery of an unexpected clue. The breakthrough may come from evidence that had previously been ignored or misunderstood. Something seemingly ordinary suddenly takes on enormous significance. Whether it's medical records, forgotten medication, surveillance footage, or an overlooked conversation, the new clue sends investigators racing in an entirely new direction. The revelation doesn't immediately solve the mystery, but it provides something everyone desperately needed, a real lead. Doctors may finally gain insight into what poisoned Holly, and more importantly, how to reverse its devastating effects. For Holly's loved ones, this discovery represents their first genuine reason for optimism in quite some time.